Hello friends, you are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get updates of things that you really need to know. I appreciate every one of you who has been part of this channel, who has subscribed, and as many that are still contemplating whether to subscribe or not. I will encourage you to do that because I know you are not going to regret it at the end of the day. Please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon is very important because if you don't click the bell icon, you will not be notified anytime we publish any news. And also, I have a gift for everyone or as many that are interested on how to build a website. There is a website link in the description section. Once you open it, there's a video that will teach you on how to build a website from beginning to the end. Thank you very much. So let's go straight to the business of the day. Fani Kayode reacts to call for S-men to leave southern Nigeria. A former aviation minister, Femi Kayode, has reacted to the call by the Northern Elders Forum for S-men to leave the southern parts of Nigeria. Daily Post had reported on Tuesday that the Northern Elders Forum has urged Fulani elders to leave southern parts of the country if the safety of their lives and property are not guaranteed. The chairman of the forum, Professor Abdullahi, who said this at a news conference in Abuja on Tuesday, said that there was a move by some troublesome elements to engage others with violence in the southern part of the country. We have heard in the few hours ago that some violence had already started to manifest in some sections of the country against the headers. But then, if there is no certainty that their safety is guaranteed by the authorities that are immediately around them or by authorities that have responsibility for the overall security of all Nigerians wherever they reside, we are certainly worried about their well-being. If it is indeed true that their safety is not guaranteed in the places where they are residing, we would rather them back into areas where their safety is guaranteed, and they should be coming back as much as possible in the north, Abdullahi said. Reacting, Fani Kayode in a tweet on Wednesday commended NEF for the call, adding that it will help to restore peace, unity and national cohesion in Nigeria. He tweeted, "I welcome the call by the NEF and the NCG for the Fulani S-men to leave the south. This will help restore peace, unity and national cohesion. They should leave the Middle Belt as well, renounce violence, stop the killings, stop the terror and turn in their deadly weapons." I think that's a nice one. It's really a good one. Fani Kayode, can never cease to amuse people. The guy can never cease to amuse people. There's never a dull moment with him. He comes out and says the things the way they are, the way he feels about it. No any string attached on whatever he says. But the most important thing there is that he says things and things that really benefit people. Of course, everybody has one or two things that people don't really like about them. Nobody is perfect. We know that. He might has some of his own flaw that people might not really like. Whether you hate him, whether you like him, one thing is that he's bold and he says things. He's not one of those people that are really coward, that will just be hiding under some kind of pretense, saying something different in the public, doing something different at the back. He comes out to speak, for the people, for the masses when the need arises. But we have some people that they just want to be in the book record of, some highly placed people. But that is not really helping them. So they prefer something that will benefit them alone and leaving the masses, on their own. And just like what the Northern Group has said, that since the lives of their people will not be guaranteed, it is better for them to come back home. And just again, like Fani Kayode said, he said it's not only the south region. They should also leave the middle belt, of course, which they are testified that some of their people had left because since the Benue government is not really accommodating them just to move their businesses all over the place, and which they don't want. They want to be moving from places to places, and they lost the case in court. So Fani Kayode is telling them that not only the southern part of the country, you just have to move away from, from even the middle belt, and also if you can desist from, what you are being known for, that is causing all manner of talks all over the place, if you can desist from all those things, there will be peace, there will be unity, there will be, it will be, all of those things will be restored back into Nigeria, into the system. And that's just what everybody is praying for. Nobody wants, or nobody will just wake up one day and say, I want trouble all over the place. Because if there's trouble all around you and you think it's not going to come and meet you, you must be joking. Because if your neighbor is not at peace, you yourself, you'll not be at peace. That is how it works. You can't say you are enjoying and your neighbors or the people around you are living in penury and they're being massacred, they're being, maltreated. If you are rejoicing over that, anything can happen. It could be you, it could be anybody. Just like the woman that was, that was killed, the Afeniferi's leader's daughter. It could have been anybody. She never knew, nobody knew, but she just walked into that scene, and that was the end. It could have been anybody. So that is why, if you think some things will not come to you, that no, let it remain in that area, you wouldn't know. It could be somebody that is just too close to you. It could be the date that you never thought that something of that nature will happen, and you just move into or just walk into that thing, and that will be the end. So in as much you are speaking for people, in as much you are trying to make peace all over the place, you are doing it to yourself as well. If you are selfish about it, that, like they always say, somebody that wants to cast a stone into a glass house, you don't even know where it's going to meet. So that's why we need to, when you are making decisions and when you are doing some things, to make it holistically, because it could benefit you. That is how it works. So, like Kayode has said, it is a good thing. It is a welcome development. He likes that. Even Nnamdi Kanu has said the same thing. That is what we want. If you are in a place and you don't want to abide by the rules and regulations of that land, or you don't want to respect the host communities, the best bet is just for you to leave. And if you feel that you are too big, you can go to your area and show your bigmanity and show your the kind of rights that you think you have. You go to your area. If your people like it, fine. There's no big deal about it. But you can't come to other people's land and you want to do whatever you like. Whatever you do that you think that you like, if it's going to be of benefit to the people, why not? They will embrace it. But if these things you are doing is detrimental, or the things that you are doing are so detrimental, infringing on their lives, not even properties alone, you don't expect them to be laughing with you. Because, like people always say, that this Fulani Esme, they've been with us over the years, and they used to know them as people and loving people, peace-loving people. But all of a sudden, the whole thing changed. For the fact that everything changed, or for the fact that they used to behave in a certain way before now, you can't say because of that and things have changed and maybe they are using them, or is a strategy by them or by strategy by any other group using them. You can't just say because of the way they've been behaving before, then you have to go in line with that. Meanwhile, your people are dying every day, and the government that is in charge that's supposed to protect lives and property, that's supposed to come and bring unity amongst people, it's not really doing that. So what do you expect? You don't have choice than to face the reality. People that are still pretending, saying things are not happening, I hope that it will not come to them, because if it comes to them at that time, their language will change. So it's a welcome development if it is something that will really curb the whole thing, because the policy or the strategy the federal government wanted to use or is still planning to use, because this rule of 18, like we've been hearing, that is just suspended, it is not really cancelled. If the strategy they want to use or they wanted to use was to implement Ruga all over the country in order for the herders and the farmers to end their clashes, it's not going to work. That is not the solution. They know what to do, but they don't just want to do it because they have a other hidden agenda they want to perpetrate. That is why they could suspend it, and a lot of people have been saying it, and that is just my own belief too, that if really you are sincere about this program, you would have left it for people that have indicated interest. At least go along or go ahead with the program. But for you to have suspended it, because the people that said they don't want it, they didn't say that you shouldn't do it at all, but just limit it to the people that are interested in it. But what did we see at the end of the day? They suspended it, meaning that what people have been insinuating is what government really wanted to do, and that was why they suspended it, because their mindset or their plan was to make it, make it go around or implement it all over the country. But they were telling us it is not really compulsory, but within them they know that that was what they wanted to do. And immediately after the suspension, you could see the northern groups coming out to say they are giving the government 30 days ultimatum. If they don't implement it across the country, that they are going to do their own worst. So that is to tell you that they know the mind of government. They know what they were planning is to implement it all over the country. But they said no, it's not really like that. But at the end of the day, the insinuation of the people that rejected this Ruga, the government proved them wrong, or the government proved them right, because that was what they felt that the government wanted to do. So guys, that is just my opinion. Like Fani Kayode has said, that it's a welcome development. If they are going back to their base, we bring peace and order, fine. It's a welcome development. Please guys, I would like you to leave your comments down in the comment section. Let's rub minds together. Thank you very much. Bye.